Yeah.
Hey yo, man, it's your time. And fuck poverty. Get this money, man.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Film Leroy Judgmental Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This your boy Phil.
And I'm Leroy. Well, all right, we got another viral video. This is from TikTok user Chamia Tierra, CHAMIATIARRRA. Shout out to Anton Daniels. And this woman said she's angry because her male best friend tried to talk to her. Oh, what a shock. Here's the clip.
One of the most disheartening things as a woman is when one of your close guy friends makes an advance at you or says something that's sexual, because it's really just like, why you two? Like, I thought you were different. I had a guy friend for years. When I tell you this was my guy best friend,
when I saw this, when I saw him doing this, it made me think about that guy. Oh, I forget his name that we talked about. The one that was he confessed his love to his female friend, and she wasn't interested. It reminded me of him because what the hell? Why do the women think that these guys is hanging around you and not trying to sleep with you? And she's telling him all her business and all that stuff. And he's up there, like he's interested.
told him everything. Like, it was that. And this was for years. I found out that he made a sexual comment about me saying he would whatever. I promise y'all that was the end of the relationship. Like, we're
so he must have told one of his boys or something that he wanted to sleep with her, and the boys must have had told her. Yeah, such and such said he'll pound you out. And well, that's the end of the relationship. Boy, oh boy, y'all women on this, y'all, they need to take these phones and social media away from some of y'all, because what the hell? And then y'all try to talk like y'all so intelligent and you sound like a damn idiot.
still cool to a certain extent, but literally the day I found that out, it just broke my heart, because it was just like, why can't, like, I thought I was one of the bro. I don't know.
You have a vagina, man.
Right. Ain't no man gonna want you as a bro. I'm sorry. And another, she probably thinks she's just like so scary interesting, and she's so funny. And those guys, she'll make goofy jokes, and he sit up there and laugh, and all he want to do is get in your pants.
I just feel like men don't understand how much they hurt us when they do that, because I really thought you were different.
Different like how?
I guess y'all don't understand how putting a nigga in a friend zone hurt it make him feel.
Right. And Anton said that how these women are looking for men and to marry. He said that's the man you should be marrying right there, because he didn't spend all his time with you and ain't never slept with you. So he probably like you like that. And the guy probably did like her like that. And she's looking for a man and all that stuff to marry. Like Anton said, that's the man right there. That's the man of your dreams right there. Y'all know each other like that.
She'll wait till she get worn out and have a couple kids. Then she'll be like, you know what? He's a nice guy. I always wanted to be with him. Bullshit.
So we go into Indianapolis, Indiana, where Jarrell Pryor was shot and killed after a date turned into a deadly ambush. Here's the report.
Now, 2 young suspects are charged with murder and robbery in a deadly shooting on Indy's north side.
It happened in January. CBS 4's Jesse Wells spoke to the victims' parents today.
According to court records, the murder, which took place right here on this street behind me, stemmed from a date that turned into a robbery. The victim's family hopes both the 19-year-old woman who's accused of arranging the crime and her 18-year-old boyfriend who allegedly committed the shooting are held accountable for that senseless killing. Jarrell Pryor stayed out of trouble and worked hard raising his daughter, Honey, until he was set up, ambushed, and shot to death near 49th and Primrose, just north of the state fairgrounds in late January.
I'm broken inside. I'm torn. I'm tore up.
He lost his life for going on a date.
In fact, just a few hours.
It wasn't a date, sir. but we get the point that you're trying to make.
Hours before Tamika and Travis Wiley's son was killed, police believe Pryor messaged this woman, Alexis Hawkins, asking a three-word question, "When you free?" This affidavit claims that while Hawkins agreed to go on a date with Pryor, she simultaneously began messaging her boyfriend, Brian Winston Jr., arranging to rob the unsuspecting victim.
It was a senseless act, and they didn't get nothing out of it. And they took everything from us. You can't escape this type of pain. You can't.
So what made her think that he was going to have a whole bunch of money on him? That they was just going to rob him like that?
I don't know. Maybe she said she wanted to go to a restaurant or something, a fancy joint, so she knew it would cost a couple dollars. Like you said, he ain't bringing a whole bunch of cash with him, so why would you set him up?
Right. I mean, like you saying, but they got well, hell, people don't even have credit cards anymore. They just use their phone to do the tapping and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he ain't gonna have all that money on him like that. And her damn dumbass thought process was like, well, hey, look, I don't have nothing to do with that. I didn't kill the guy. That's between them two. But
No,
she's
she
all
get
involved.
buried. Yep.
Exactly. But she's involved in much as the guy who actually did the murder.
Yeah. What she said, you need to make a play now on some shit?
Yeah.
No running from it. There's no getting away.
While talking to police, Hawkins allegedly admitted she was at the scene inside the victim's car at the time of the shooting, but denied taking part in the violence. For their part, police insist.
Just like I said, her thought process was like, look, well, why are you arresting me? I don't have anything to do with it. But you set everything up.
Mm-hmm.
But she trying like, well, look, I didn't shoot him. Well, it don't matter.
She need to get the same amount of time that the shooter get.
Exactly.
A series of messages between the two suspects ties them to the robbery and murder. Pryor's parents say they celebrated his daughter's third birthday without him just a few weeks ago, and the arrest of the two accused killers does not ease the family's pain.
I mean, no justice will ever cure my broken heart. It's not going to ever bring my baby back.
It really doesn't matter if they spend the rest of their lives in jail. We lost, and we have to deal with this pain every day.
Finally, Hawkins made her initial court hearing last month. Winston has not yet gone to court. Both suspects are being held without bond pending trial. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we going to Houston, Texas, with FBI says former turkey leg hunt co-owner Lyndell Lynn Price sold drugs out of the restaurant. He's in custody on arson charges related to the 2020 explosion at bar 5015. Turkey leg hunt was like what? It became viral. Like I guess it was probably around about the 2019, 2018, 2020 era, where it was a urban restaurant. And, you know, all the urban stuff, you know, had videos and stuff on them. Everybody like to go to the turkey hut and everything like that. So here's the report.
Speaking right now at noon, the former owner of the Turkey Leg Hut has been ordered to stay behind bars pending trial. Lynn Price is facing a 3-count indictment connected to the explosion at bar 5015. KPRC2's Bryce Newberry has been following this case. He's live now in our newsroom with the brand new development. Bryce.
Yeah, Andy, a federal judge has ruled that Lynn Price has to stay in custody pending trial because there are no conditions or combination of conditions that the judge says will reasonably assure the safety of the community. He's accused of orchestrating the arson at bar 5015. The judge wrote as an apparent
damn crime boss.
act of revenge. Surveillance video showed the crew Price allegedly paid $1,400 to douse the patio in gasoline.
People are so damn stupid. $1,400 ain't no damn money.
Start the fire in June of 2020. An FBI agent testified last week that Price wanted to be co-owner of 5015.
So he paid both of them $700 a piece. I hate to laugh. $700 a piece to cause arson, and you see how they got video and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know you weren't really gonna get away with that shit.
But the owner didn't want him involved.
$700
wasn't
a piece.
happy when he found out.
And then, as you see, they damn near like pouring gas on themselves.
Mm-hmm. They some fucking idiots.
5015 was selling crawfish using the Turkey Leg Hut's same supplier. That explosion destroyed the building and.
Wait a minute now, that looked like two different people. So they all, so 4 people split $1,400. That doesn't look like the same people, because those two guys that they showed last, they look kind of heavy, and these guys here is real slender.
Price has now been charged with arson. The judge said by clear and convincing evidence, Price is dangerous, and these alleged crimes happened while he was on supervised
Yeah, they two different people.
Release after serving federal prison time for income tax fraud.
They split $1,400 between.
The judge found the weight of the evidence against Price is strong and that he has a history of violence or using weapons. We also learned in court last week that Price allegedly coordinated the sale of marijuana out of the once popular restaurant on Alameda. We have reached out to Price's defense attorney this afternoon for a response. We're waiting to hear back, and we'll update that at click2houston.com. But if convicted, Price faces up to 25 years in prison. And
well, the other report is some talking about going to court and all that stuff, and some extra stuff that they didn't mention here.
New at 3, bombshell claims in the federal arson case against the former Turkey Leg Hut co-owner. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Serrano.
And I'm Lisa Hernandez. Right now, a judge is deciding whether to keep Lynn Price in custody after prosecutors shared concerns that he threatened a witness or potential jurors. KPRC2's Bryce.
My boss threatening witnesses and jurors and all that stuff too. He was the man around there, I guess.
Newberry live in the newsroom after hours.
Some of these people watch way too many TV shows.
In the courtroom this morning, Bryce.
Yeah, Lisa and Andy, for the former Turkey Leg Hut owner, federal prosecutors say the turkeys have come home to roost.
And y'all funny with these damn
little fucking one-liners.
Right. Say for years, Lynn Price has tried to keep his hands clean of crimes, paying off others to do the dirty work, and they want to.
Oh, so you're only paying people that's going to eventually tell on you, and that's just what happened here.
Keep him in custody. During a more than 2-hour hearing, an FBI agent testified that Price paid $1,400 to have his ex-business partner's bar 5015 blown up nearly 5 years ago. This is surveillance video from that early morning in June of 2020 when masked men poured gasoline all over the patio before that fire that then caused an explosion and destroyed the building. An indictment unsealed last week alleges that Lynn Price orchestrated this plan. The owner of that bar allegedly told FBI agents he initially planned to bring Lynn Price into that business, but then decided not to. The owner allegedly turned down a box of cash Lynn Price brought him to be part of the ownership team. And then when Bar 5015 started selling crawfish, apparently using the Turkey Leg Hut supplier, the owner said Lynn Price called screaming and hollering and threatened to blow the place up. So in the past, Lynn Price went to federal prison on tax fraud related charges. Once he got out on supervised release, prosecutors allege that he's been involved in other criminal activity, including paying a co-defendant in this arson case to steal vehicles and heavy machinery. The FBI agent testified under oath that same co-defendant admitted to bringing truckloads of hydro marijuana from California that would be stored at the Turkey Leg Hut and then got sold at the restaurant in custom branded packaging. Prosecutors allege Lynn Price got the proceeds and gave some of the money to that co-defendant. And while he's not charged connected to those allegations specifically, Price's attorney argues he is not a danger to the community. He's actually helped the community after natural disasters.
Okay, he helped the community, but yet he sold drugs and he burnt his business partner business down. But he's still helping the community. That's like damn Nino Brown shit, doing a whole bunch of shit, but giving out turkeys to people in the neighborhood.
That's exactly what it is.
Lyndell Price deserves a bond for various reasons. One being that he's not a danger to the community.
He is a damn danger to the community. If you paying people to do shit for you, I think he should just stay in jail.
Right.
Heard multiple testimony as it relates to his community involvement, the things that he does for the community. But more importantly, the co-defendants that are on his indictment have all been given a bond. So we're asking for equity and asking for a bond similar to the other people on his indictment.
The federal judge ended this hearing by saying there's a lot to think about and she's going to chew on it. We don't.
Here we go with that, another liner.
We're going to chew on it.
She'll make a decision about keeping Lynn Price in custody.
And Bryce, we understand Lynn Price is accused of another arson in this current indictment. What did you find out about that?
Yeah, Andy, in April of 2020, prosecutors say he paid a co-defendant to steal a 1975 Chevy Nova because Lynn Price wanted the engine out of it. But once they took that truck to the mechanic, they found out it had been stolen from a police officer who owned it. It was then found burned near railroad tracks and a retention pond. Now, around both of these...
See, it's the crime ball shit. He living his life like a movie. So you getting all this money, right? You could have bought your own damn engine. Why would you need to take the engine out of that car? Well, you could have just bought the engine. Matter of fact, you could have just went on like Facebook Marketplace or maybe eBay, and you could have found a used motor or something and had it rebuilt for you. If you getting all this money, why in the world would you even bother with stealing the car just to take the engine out?
These alleged arsons, prosecutors say call records show the two men were in touch.
And Bryce, we know you sat in court throughout the morning.
Yeah, the guy told. That's the reason why he told.
What was Price's demeanor like in court today, and what do we know about what happens next?
Lisa, Lynn Price was still handcuffed and shackled. He was wearing an olive green jumpsuit. He had many people there to support him and seemed hopeful at the beginning of this hearing. He was nodding at them as they came in, but then as the hearing went on, he seemed to keep his head down.
He like, oh shit. Oh shit, they telling on me. Yeah, we got phone records, we got this and that. And he like, oh shit, I ain't getting out of here.
And then at times when some of these new allegations came out and were discussed, he would appear to react and shake his head. He was then taken back into custody while we await this judge's decision.
Act like a damn bar boss. You could have got your own damn engine. Went to Facebook Marketplace and just got an engine. If it wasn't working, you could have got somebody to just get the engine and just rebuild it for you. Why in the hell you need to take the engine out of that car? That don't make any sense. And then the damn car was stolen. So now you sitting with a car that was from a police person car. So what the hell I'm gonna do with this shit? I swear. All right, we going to Detroit, Michigan. In a shooting incident, 5 family members were injured after a fight erupted between 2 brothers hours after their mother's death. Here's the report.
I don't know what to make of it. In 31 plus years of this job, this ranks up there with one of the crazier ones I've heard.
And we begin with breaking news out of the west side of Detroit, where 5 family members have been sent to the hospital, all of them with gunshot wounds. Detroit police say there was a fight between family members and then things escalated into a full-on shootout. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Hillary Gould.
Okay, Hillary Golson. This is a new woman here. Boy, she got way too much hair on that head.
And I'm Dave Spencer.
Look at all that mane she got on her head. It don't even match.
Sir, we are learning more now about the conditions of those multiple victims. Fox 2's Camille Mary joins us live from the scene. Camille, so much to unpack here. Where to start?
Yeah, 2 people, though, are critical condition and 3 in temp serious. But let's talk about what happened. Let's rewind the clock back to yesterday. And that's what led up to all this. Is a family member died after a long-term illness. She was an elderly woman. And then today, all the family members were together trying to discuss logistics after
money. Money, or who was going to get the house, one or the other. No, I'm supposed to get the house. No, I'm supposed to get the house. That's what that's all about.
They're passing what to do as far as funeral arrangements go, where to have the body taken, when all of a sudden chaos broke out. A physical altercation, then a shooting. We know right now, as I said at the top, that 2 brothers in their 50s in critical condition, and then 3 women who are also family members. One of them, the wife of one of the brothers, and then also a niece who is in her 20s, also in the hospital. Now, the Assistant Chief Fitzgerald talks about this way better than I can, so I want you to listen to what he has to say in his own words.
Sounds like it started with the 2 brothers in a physical altercation. Gun falls out of the one brother's waistband. Another brother picks it up, fires a shot. Others return fire to defend that person. And even when the original officers, the responding officers arrived at scene, they were still fighting on the front lawn. One of the family members had a broom, hit another family member with the broom.
Okay, so right now we know that there was also a person who was inside the house. This all happened outside, but who was inside the house, who was suffering from a stroke who is recovering from that. Police worried that he could have maybe been hit in this, but he's okay. And then also a bullet hit another house. Luckily, no one was hit. Right now, it's kind of a hectic situation because someone walked up. He actually walked up to us first and then to police because he's trying to get to his house back there. He's screaming at police. Police are trying to get him to calm down. He doesn't appear to be related to all of this, but still kind of adding to the stress and the chaos.
He wanted to get to his house, and y'all blocking him from going to his home and shit.
Of this scene. But for now, that's what's going on. Of course, we're going to stay on top of this and bring you the latest information as soon as we get it. Reporting live, Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, whenever you're dealing with these domestic situations, we know emotions can run high. Do we know if the family members who were not injured are cooperating with the investigation at this point?
Well, again, interesting. And also, too, I didn't even tell you where this was. This is in Detroit, Sussex and Lyndon. Again, I apologize for kind of the chaos. You can probably hear the screaming behind me. But we do know that one of the people arrested, a woman, is also believed to be a family member. But who shot who? One of the people who shot is in the hospital. But police still trying to sort it all out. Just a very chaotic, messy scene. And again, this with this neighbor arguing with police is not helping matters at all.
Yeah,
David, Hillary, back to you.
We know this happened a few hours ago, and it's still an ongoing investigation. So we'll check back with you later on. Thank you for that live report.
Yeah, money or who's gonna get the house. I didn't see situations like that way too many times to count. Not a shooting, but family arguing about stuff like that.
Yep.
So we going to Memphis, Tennessee, where Memphis repo man was in the hospital after being run over by a driver trying to escape the tow truck. Did you see this video of the
Yes, he shouldn't have been fucking around like that.
Yeah, he shouldn't have been under that car when my man started it, whatever. Well, here's the report.
A sickening, horrifying moment caught on camera.
He saw the man get in the car.
A
He was
repo
under there
man
fucking around, thinking he could just
run
do that
over
shit.
by a driver trying to.
Now, as soon as when he went under that car and that dude started it, I'd have jumped right up and got out. Now, no, I ain't doing it. And he's being a repo man. He should know better.
Escape his car being towed. This whole thing played out in just a matter of seconds. And this video, it is disturbing and shocking to watch.
Yeah, and we want to stress the only reason why we're showing it to you because the man is okay, which is why, again, we're showing you the video. It all unfolded.
You don't have to show it, sir. You did it. You did it for ratings.
Yeah, let's map it out for you. This morning at the University Gardens Manor Apartments on North Cabana Circle. We want to warn you again, the video you're about to see can be unsettling and even hard to watch.
Fox 13's Carolyn Serta joins us live from the Tillman precinct. Carolyn, it is hard to believe that that victim was able to survive those injuries.
Just incredible. Darcy and Daniel, that victim we know is recovering tonight. So again, we are about to show you.
I want them to interview the repo man because I want to know why he get under that car when my man started the car up.
That video, another warning, it can be disturbing to some. It shows that car backing over this victim's head and then taking off.
Start as a routine repossession quickly turns violent when a Memphis repo man gets underneath the wheel of a car.
He's in the car already.
I'm pretty sure he started it up.
Right, and he goes right underneath the car. Are you insane?
He thought the boy ain't had balls to start it up.
No, okay.
You want to play those type of games, though?
Yep.
And the driver backs over his head.
God dang.
You got a hard head.
Watch again from the beginning as the tow truck driver grabs the chains to secure this red Ford Focus. A man runs behind him and hops into the driver's seat, turns on the ignition and hits reverse. Memphis police say this unfolded just before 8 this morning here at the University Gardens Manor Apartments. As the victim screams in pain, a woman can be seen disregarding him, instead directing the driver how to escape.
You going to jail?
Memphis police say the man and woman fled the scene and
First, it seemed like she was going to come to his aid, but then she directed.
That's what I thought, she was coming to help you.
Yeah.
Miraculously, the victim is able to walk away, sharing his horrific experience on social media, along with these pictures from his hospital bed showing his injuries. Memphis police say the victim had abrasions on his head, a large black mark on the front of his sweatshirt, complained of arm pain, and had to be shaken to be kept conscious.
It's hard to watch.
Thinking that this is
That
his
guy's
way.
a fucking idiot.
I'm thinking this is his way to get on disability.
Oh yeah, definitely. He had that whole thing plotted.
Right.
Ain't nobody getting behind no car with a man in there that you know he's trying to take off in the car. You gonna get up under the wheel?
Exactly. And like we said, he's a repo guy, so he should know better than that. When they train you and all that stuff, he should know better than that, getting underneath a car like that.
It's real hard to watch.
Neighbors.
It ain't hard to watch because we didn't see they didn't show it numerous times.
Who didn't want to be identified, all shaken by the video, but also concerned with how the whole situation played out.
I feel sorry for him, yeah, but I don't think your job that important, bro.
Hey, exactly.
I think it's a person that tow cars. He probably should have seen. He should look what was going on and decided not to put his head.
What we just said.
That sure enough did get his whole motherfucking dome.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that shit ain't squashed like a damn watermelon.
Mm-hmm. What we just said. He should know better.
Get under the car.
Memphis police say a witness on scene told them they had sold that car to the woman in the video, who they say wasn't making payments. She told police she'd put the car up for repossession and contacted the repo man to pick it up.
Bullshit. That's bullshit. I don't believe that. So
Yeah, I don't either.
that's probably a family member or one or her man or something like that she got to get the car out from so it won't be repoed.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't. Why in the world would you call her? You called the repo man to come and repo it, but yet some dude jumps in there and runs the guy head over.
She just want to say that so she can not be wrapped up in that whole fucking case.
Right.
And Memphis police tonight have not identified those two people in the video, the man and woman. And at last check, no one had been arrested.
They cracks me up where we have an obvious crime here, but yet they won't say who the names of it and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Should the neighborhood or the people in the area be worried?
They know
something?
who it is.
Exactly.
For this incident. I did also reach out to that victim. They had their phone off but posted on social media that they were resting tonight.
Well, Carolyn, you just said that the suspects at this point have not been captured, so we can only assume that since they haven't been captured, there are no charges at this point.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Exactly. That's why I would have said her name.
Darcy, so again, we did just check right now. No one has been booked for this crime.
They'll say people's name and they just been accused of something. Somebody said they did something. Yep. Well, here we go. We got an obvious video of a crime taking place. Then we got her directing where the to back the car up and turn over here and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. But we can't say her name. That's ridiculous.
Yet the police report shows that officers responded to what they called an aggravated assault at that location. But again, after seeing that video, I definitely have to believe that these people will be facing some serious charges once they are captured. Darcy?
That is Fox 13's Carolyn Serta reporting live tonight. Thank you so much, Carolyn.
Damn, man, his head. And that thing ran right over his head, too.
Yep. You saw the fucking car fucking bounce over his fucking head too.
Yeah. So you can reach the Judgementals on Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube at pnljudgementals, Instagram at _judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. So all right, Phil.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
Comments on my photos, that's why I stay on the low. Most of y'all is associates, so I be on my dolo. Hold up, whoa.